by LAPD mounted units.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the horses out. As you can see, all hell breaking loose right now in Los Angeles. We also got big protests happening in Seattle. Today was the No Kings protest, and protest against Donald Trump's birthday and the military parade that is now finishing up with fireworks. We're going to go over there in just a second. But right now, the horses and the police and the LAPD are whipping on some protesters. Things are getting crazy in Los Angeles. We also got to talk about Iran and Israel and some people. As you can see, this is another group of protesters. So LA is pretty crazy right now. Okay, so there's some pushback going on there. Cops fighting the protesters. They're going back and forth. So that's going on. I want to update you guys. And something crazy just happened in Los Angeles, man. Los Angeles is crazier than every other state. Look at this. This man tried to touch one of the horses, an old demented person. Oh my goodness. The cop basically gave him a warning, and then the other cop came and pushed him. Oh, I don't want to show too much because I don't want to show violence. But bro, what is going on in California? This dude got pushed off. Wow. F around and find out. This girl starts to melt down. They're saying spread love and peace and positivity, right? Their signs are saying spread love, peace, and positivity. But this dude is trying to hit a horse. He went up to the horse, right? You know, the LAPD is old fashioned. They're bringing out the horses. And so he's going up to the horse and trying to push the horse. It's like, why would you do that? And so the cop gave him a warning. Get up out of here. Don't touch the horse. So the old man didn't understand that he got hit hard. He got hit pretty hard. Oh, okay. So we got some all hell breaking loose here. So we got a whole bunch of stuff happening, right? Antifa apparently beat up an old man. I want to show you guys the video of an old man was getting stomped out. It was like an old veteran. And apparently this group of people in black hoodies, you know, which a lot of us already know as Antifa, they were beating on the man while he was he was basically on the floor. They were beating on him. So there's been a lot of violence so far. A lot of people freaking out. DC hasn't been as bad as LA. For some reason, LA and Seattle are really, really, really bad right now. So yeah, these protests, they're getting pretty crazy right now. I also want to take you guys to the ground. Israel is getting hit hard right now with some Iranian missiles, but they're not really doing any damage. They're just getting hit. Let's listen in here.
Now, Zach, last we checked, we saw officers sort of push through and get the crowd out. What are you seeing right now?
Hey guys, we're on Temple in Spring now. You can see
where are you guys watching from?
Police department.
Yeah, so the police, they're getting ready to move in. They've been moving in and out of these protesters all day. The No Kings protest. They basically gave a warning to everybody that they must go home. And that's very early out there. Where are you guys watching from?
Which we didn't see a lot of police officers until about 10-15 minutes ago. They are now trying to clear this next wave of protesters down Spring Street. If you look to my right here, you can see those LA County Sheriff's deputies now have jumped on these sheriff pickup trucks.
Yeah, so this is LA. Now, I just got some big breaking news here of nationwide. Now let's go to Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, things are getting crazy. Whoa, Philadelphia cops ain't playing around. We got some people from Indianapolis. Yeah, I'm taking you guys nationwide right now. This is all over the place. So that was Philadelphia. Philadelphia is getting a little rowdy. In Philadelphia, they got the bikes. In Los Angeles, they got the horses. So that was wild. That was a wild scenery there from Philadelphia. I'm getting some updates overall. So they're all over the place. Yeah, no king riots. No kings. Apparently, they feel that Trump is presenting himself as an authoritarian figure, a king type figure. And, you know, today was the parade. A lot of people loved the parade. They said that the parade was actually amazing. The fireworks just went off. So yeah, a lot going on. A lot going on. There's a post that came out. I want to know if you guys agree with this. Leftists have to buy a lot of flags. A couple years ago, it was Ukraine. They needed the flags for Ukraine. Then it was Palestine. Now it's Mexico. Their priorities change with the news cycle. Conservatives only need the one American flag. What do you guys think about that? I saw that very popular post going viral on X as all hell is breaking loose in the United States. A lot of people, getting hurt in the streets. Many people getting arrested. So a lot going on. But okay, so here we go. So this is what's going on in Seattle. This is why I think tonight is going to be a crazy night. So Seattle, by the way, what do you guys see here? This is Seattle. They're blocking streets. Seattle is always getting pretty crazy. Hold on, let me update my comments here. And what do you guys notice about this crowd? This is Seattle. Apparently, in Seattle, masked Antifa surrounded ICE field office in Seattle, trapping officers inside. Yeah, so it looks like the ICE buildings in Seattle were not really ready for this. Yeah, it looks like they're going to charge the place. Seattle doesn't seem to be prepared for this, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that. I'm going to try to get some of the cameras to help us out and get to Seattle, because I heard they're going to start moving in Seattle as well at some point. So again, we'll go back to Los Angeles here.
Bulletproof vests on them. But you have now these two organizations working together, which, as you know, Mayor Karen Bass and Sheriff Robert Luna said they did not want to help with these federal sweeps that were taking place with the Department of Homeland Security, but they said they will protect the city if these protests turn violent. Mayor Karen Bass all day preaching, we want you to be able to peacefully protest here in the city. We want you to be able to express your First Amendment right, but we don't want this to turn violent. And here we go with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies who are on scene, who are helping to protect this area of downtown LA.
Okay, so downtown LA, again, they're having a face-off right now. As you guys can see, there's a face-off happening. There's been some type of violence. There were tear gases thrown. There were a bunch of things that started to be thrown. But here I have an update for you guys. Let me see if I could get it. This just happened moments ago. So Los Angeles began to turn rowdy when, again, people started getting informed that they had to go home, that the time for protest was over. And something happened on MSNBC that you're going to see. Apparently, Jacob Soboroff, which is the biggest soy boy from MSNBC, had to start sprinting after protesters started harassing law enforcement horses. Here we go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have the freedom of speech.
Go, 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 go. You have to be careful, okay? You take care of yourself. So you can see, whoa, they're messing with the horses. Guys, let's go. Let's back up here. Obviously, people are unhappy, Ari. People don't want to see horses trampling. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Hey, Ari, we're okay. We're going to keep going. Stay with us if you can. JD, move a little faster back. They're pushing people with horses, which obviously gets people freaked.
Jacob, you're on camera, but do what you need to do. You're on camera, but take your time and space.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. It looks like we're gonna have to do a video on this. Looks like MSNBC just found out in real time that these peaceful protests aren't really so peaceful. All right. Okay, so I got an update here. Make sure to smash the like button, spread the word. I have an update from Seattle. Something huge just happened in Seattle. I told you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so something happened in Seattle. Let me see if I could get it here. I'm going to try to repost it. Something happened in Seattle. I'm trying to pull it up here for you guys so that way you guys can see it first. I told you guys they were surrounding Seattle, were surrounding the ICE facility. If I'm not mistaken, it's the ICE facility. And we have an update from there. Let me make sure that I put it up on the screen for you guys. Thank you so much for your $10 donation. I'm going to read your comment in just 1 second. Let me put this up there. So I told you guys they started surrounding, they started entrapping the officers inside, and here's what happened next. Oh, boy. Okay, so I'm assuming, I don't know if I can show this. I really don't know if I can show this. So I don't know if you guys can see, but they came out of there firing, bro. They came out, look, they came out of the doors firing at all these protesters. What are they firing at them? Stun grenades. Basically trying to move them out because they feel like they're being entrapped. Yeah, so they're basically trying to move them back with the stun grenades, and they're lighting their asses up, man. What a crazy time. Yeah, so as you can see, I showed you guys the video, and see, this is Seattle, right? So I showed you guys Seattle. I showed you guys Philadelphia is getting rowdy. Chicago's getting rowdy. Iran and Israel, the parade, no kings. I mean, there is so much going on today. I don't know if you guys have felt this way. I haven't felt this way in a very long time. I've felt this way during the election cycle. So during the campaign, that was the last time I felt this overwhelmed with so much going on in the country. So Seattle is being lit up right now. We're gonna check back in with Seattle in just 1 second. All right, there is some stuff happening in LA. Here we go.
And they are trying to get people to disperse from outside of the Los Angeles City Hall. So again, we have dozens, if not hundreds, of Los Angeles Police Department officers here on scene, and also Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies working in unison to get these protesters back. It looks like there's a couple deputies down, maybe reloading, but the tear gas is coming right.
Okay, so tear gases are happening. I have a camera on the ground. I have camera on the ground. Let me see if I could get it. If I could get some sound.
Oh my God, I'm in the battleground. Oh, guys. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Apparently, this guy's on the ground, and you can see they're starting to barge in. So, okay, there's a lot of stuff happening. This guy's camera is cutting off, so I'm going to go back to the aerial view. But yeah, they're moving in real time. I got the aerial view. We'll do that. They're moving everybody out. It's getting pretty aggressive out in Los Angeles. Things are popping off. As you can see, look at that. Look at those. Look at that. It's getting crazy over there.
But yeah, you can see people are moving up and out of the area.
Before I continue, make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. If you haven't already told me, I saw Indianapolis. I saw a whole bunch of people from Texas. I saw people from California as well, in Florida, New Jersey as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me read this comment from somebody that sent a donation. There is only one King, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ, and he is coming. This is evil, and we are all witnesses. Love your message show, /show. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you so much from Texas. Much love. California is in the building as well. Is there any protests happening where you guys are from? I would be very interested to know what the responses is over there. So what we're looking at is an all unlawful assembly has been declared in Los Angeles, which means that this assembly that you see going on is now illegal, and they're starting to move in and trying to control the crowd. But the crowd is very feisty, and as you can see, they're moving in. They are moving in. So that's what's going on here.
You know, the more that happens, the more there is a response from police and
Yeah,
deputies.
Tom, now.
Okay, I'm going to try to go to the ground to show you guys what's going on the ground. It's just easier to see, but I hope that I could get the best camera angle. So this is everybody being moved out. Oh, holy moly.
I need a gas mask, dog.
Bro, it is
In the front lines like this.
it is a war zone. They're trying to move everybody out. They are gassing this whole thing up. It is a war zone. Do you guys, this is in Los Angeles right now. This is Los Angeles, California, where the LAPD is legitimately moving people out, and they are storming this whole thing. They're moving everybody. Do you guys agree with this being the way? Thank you so much for your $5 donation. This is on the ground. I'm going to show you guys the aerial view in just a second. Again, there's a lot of more nationwide protests breaking out that we're going to keep track of. But right now, Los Angeles is breaking loose.
Guy's gonna get shut up. He's gonna shut up.
This guy is not having a good time breathing. I feel extremely bad for him because he's giving us this content, but I do feel very, very bad for him. Hopefully he feels better. I know how hard that must be, but he's doing his job. He's getting us the content on the ground. I'm going to go to the aerial view. As you can see, people walking with the flags. Today was very important for everybody to come out. I will say this, though. Leftists have taken a huge L because of I'm not going to lie. Did you guys see the parade? The parade was unbelievably successful. Nothing weird happened. There were fireworks to end the parade. And then also there was a congressman. I mean, there was representative from Minnesota, House representative from Minnesota, was her and her husband, if I'm not mistaken, were murdered by a Democrat who was participating in some type of wardrobe, acting like a cop. And he was linked to Tim Walz. So there's been violence already erupting. So these protests, the fact that MSNBC is running away, they're running away. And it just doesn't look good for the left right now. If you're a leftist in the comments, I'm really sorry about what you're going through, but your party is in huge trouble. And this no king stuff and all this stuff that you guys are doing, the way you are going about it is extremely, extremely bad. Every protest has turned violent. Every protest has turned violent. Everyone.
But the numbers of people here much fewer than there were just a short time ago, and so these tactics that police are using are, they seem to be working to a certain extent.
Yeah, they have been very effective. Tom Lee, thank you so much. And of course, you have to remember, even though we're 2 hours from curfew, it is that unlawful assembly that was or has been ordered in different parts of the Civic Center of downtown LA. Mark called them pretty much like rolling dispersal orders. So wherever law enforcement is going, they pretty much are telling the crowds, hey, if you're standing in front of us, this is an unlawful assembly. This is a dispersal order, which means we can use less than lethal tactics to get you out of here.
Yeah, that's right. And so what we're seeing here is, as you mentioned, that rolling dispersal order.
Yeah, so this is all because of how bad it's been. Now, I do have an update here, and this is what nobody's talking about. Like do you know that not one single leftist knows this update that I'm about to give you guys? Breaking: President Trump orders ICE to largely pause illegal alien raids on farms, hotels, and restaurants. Effective today, please hold on all work site enforcement investigations operations on agriculture, including aquaculture and meatpacking plants, restaurants, and operating hotels, because Trump apparently wants amnesty because he doesn't want the country. There's a lot going on. A lot of people are disagreeing with Trump on this. A lot of people are agreeing with Trump that we should find a pathway for the working immigrants that are actually working, instead of those freaking liberals in Seattle that literally do nothing for work. Instead, they're just in Antifa. But nobody has spoken about this. Nobody has spoken about that at all. Apparently, Trump is pausing back on like raiding, hotels and restaurants. Apparently, ICE was already operating on that on its own. ICE was operating on that without Trump's approval of anything, because they don't need to. Only thing they know they need to do is just operate, and they will. But apparently Trump didn't like that they were going in and they were just basically taking people out of certain areas and stuff. So that's an update. That's an update. All right. So I'm trying to get an update here from other parts. Where else are protests happening? I would like to see you guys. This is a huge failure if true. That kind of sucks. I don't think it sucks, bro. I think what it does is it does kind of ease things for the moment until things get figured out. But I am kind of tired of seeing abuelitas getting deported for absolutely, like abuelas that have been here for generations getting deported kind of does. There's a lot more criminal aliens that are in this country illegally that I would love to see get deported. But going after a little abuelita that's been here, that I don't know. That's just me. Because I am Hispanic, I do have that tend to kind of feel more than the average white individual watching, which I understand. I'm not stupid. I have a lot of common sense. And I'm also a realist when it comes to these types of conversations. I'm not stupid. I do also watch what Nick Fuentes says. I also watch what Dr. Umar says. Like I watch both insane right and left for my to see what people are going crazy about. But for the compassionate folks, that is a W. For those who don't give a fuck, that's not a W. That's a hardcore L, which I totally understand. That's how you guys voted. That's what you guys want. But that is very, very interesting that Trump is taking that route. All right, let's get back to LA.
Always want to provide exit routes for these protesters to leave. Very likely that is to the south, possibly to the west, but going north into the east.
Okay, so here's a
Not going to be
standoff.
an option for anyone to leave this afternoon.
There's a standoff happening. All right, I'm back to the ground here in LA. They're moving forward. They're moving forward. They're moving forward.
Oh yeah, they're moving forward. They're letting that guy.
Oh! It's like a war zone, man.
Oh snap!
Oh!
Above us. I try to shoot that guy.
Things are getting feisty out there. Thank you for bringing alive the real unfiltered truth to all of us. Thank you so much for your $20 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Does he not care?
Some people are screaming peaceful protests. All right. Do you guys think this is peaceful?
Try to move that.
Has it been peaceful for them to scream that? People they piss me off with that. You know what I mean?
Yo, epic exposure with the fuck.
Someone said no more illegals, no more immigrants. I highly disagree with you. I think we have a lot of people in the United States of America that suck and that do nothing and want to have no kids. So I'd be very careful for what you wish for. I would say fixing up the American culture, making it more nuclear family friendly. I would say that's a great start. But I think immigrants are great people. I was talking to an immigrant from Germany, amazing person, one of the best people I've met. I've met a lot of immigrants that love America more than a lot of Americans living in America. So I don't mistake both of those. But again, you can feel whatever you want. Again, I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I just know my life experience, and I know how to feel about people outside of the United States and people who died trying to come here, who died trying to make a life here. And I also know a lot of criminal stories that we know about and what these people have done coming in here. So yeah, met a lot of great immigrants in my life. So I would never ever say I'm anti-immigration. I'm anti-Americans who hate America. That's what I am. And there's a lot of them. In fact, there's millions of them. Those are the ones that I would love to cleanse out of the country. If we could get those people deported, that'd be amazing. That'd be the best thing that could ever happen to this country. If we could give like first class tickets to people that hate the United States of America, people that don't want to have kids, people that don't want to reproduce or produce into society. I think this right here, all these people are the problem. That's just my opinion. But let's continue on. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's people talking.
Known for states' rights, many here feel that doesn't seem to apply to this state.
The hypocrisy of it is just makes your head explode. It just makes your head explode.
They're always going to target California as being like this blue or like this very hyper-liberal bastion that doesn't represent the rest of American values. But California values are American values. The values of equality, the values of standing up for your neighbor. I think that's what this is all about.
But somewhere in between the political
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? He says that standing up for your neighbor, but your neighbor is here illegally, bro. Like, what do you want to do? Your neighbor is literally here illegally, bro. And you're like, you're making it worse. Okay. There's a clash. Let's see what this is about. What is this about? This is in DC.
Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something. I don't give a fuck. Don't ever say some fucked up disrespect. Shit like that to me again. Like I said, do something. Don't you ever disrespect a grown-ass man like that.
Okay, which one do you think supports America and which one do you think does not support America?
I will fuck you up. I'm a grown-ass man.
Okay, which one? Come on, which one?
Slap all in your face. Do something.
All out of time.
I don't give a fuck. Say some dirty shit like that to me again.
You guys wonder why I don't go out anymore. This is one of the main reasons why I don't go out anymore. I am a 6'3" individual, very heavy. I'm swinging, man. I take swings. I don't even like arguing. I just swing. Okay, so we also have this coming through from Laura Loomer. She says, be very careful today and this weekend in American cities and tourist locations, especially if you are going to be in Washington, D.C. Iran has many sleeper cells. Iranian proxies from Hamas and Hezbollah will likely retaliate on U.S. soil to unalive Americans in acts of Islamic terror as a form of retaliation. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't disagree with her on this, but bro, doesn't she sound like a warmonger from 2003? You know what somebody said? So, Alex Jones, Owen Schroer. I love Owen Schroer. He said, man, it smells like a false flag coming to the United States of America. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm starting to really feel that way. Every freaking Republican has turned into this warmonger expert. And we must defend. They're telling us, they're begging us to go to war for Israel now. So I don't know, man. I smell some type of false flag to get us to go to war with Iran, for us to go to war with Iran. You want to know why I say that? And maybe some of you guys disagree. Maybe some of you guys do agree. But Lindsey Graham says, game on, pray for Israel. You know why he said this? Because Israel started bombing Iran. Israel started bombing Iran. So he says, game on, pray for Israel. I don't know, man. It's starting to get creepy. It's starting to get real 2003-ish, where they were telling us that Iraq was going to invade us. They were telling us, I think we're repeating history by allowing these individuals to warmonger us into another war. I'm sick of it. I can't do it, man. I really can't. I really cannot. So yeah, he said game on, which is sickening in my opinion. Yeah, that's what he said. He really did say that. Yeah, it's just like these people, they want to go to war. They really do. They want to destroy. They want to bomb. They want to kill. Trump is constantly, bringing in and basically, telling Iran. Okay, hold on. We got some stuff going on here. See, is the problem. It's like these people are legitimately trying to corner in the military. They're trying to corner in the LAPD and the National Guard, and they're trying to literally corner people in. I just don't understand where in the world do you think, or any time how do you think that that's a good idea? I don't get it. Like, how do you think that that's a good idea, man? You want to corner these individuals in? They're literally just like you. All right, so I think I have the best camera angle. This is a standoff between the LAPD. Let's see.
And then we got officers over here.
Okay, let me read some of the comments. She's just warning us. No, I think the warning, I said I agree with the warning. I'm just saying I think that the language she's using, it's reminiscent of the past, reminiscent of, yes, we were attacked on 9/11, but how many of you guys would say that 9/11 was some sort of inside job? Many of us would say that. Well, I'm not going to say we were never attacked. I'm just saying, hey, what I beg my people, and by my people is, I say individuals that think like me, don't stop thinking deep. Always dig deep. 9/11 was suspicious. That the seventh building, the seventh World Trade Center, fell down for absolutely no reason. Why? But because, so you guys know this. You guys already know how and what they do to get us to go to war with these countries. You know what I mean? And so you at some point are going to stop thinking deep, and you're going to start telling me that Israel is right on everything. When Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu sat in Congress in 2002 and told us that we needed to invade Iraq because Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. And guess what? Millions of lives later, they had no weapons of mass destruction. Now they're telling us we need to invade and we need to bomb Iran because Iran is developing nukes. And it turns out Iran isn't developing shit. In fact, Iran is so weak. Have you seen the missiles that they dropped in Israel? They're not doing anything. You know what I mean? They're not doing anything. These people, Iran is so weak. Yes, they sponsor terrorism. Yes, they're not good people. We already know this. But to say that we need to go to war, to say that we need to be involved, to say that our tax-paying dollars need to do this, need to do that, it just, for me, it's the same language that got us into these endless wars for the last 20 years. And so I don't want to get caught up in knowing that side of history and then repeating the same thing. So Iran has been defeated, bro. Iran is not a... Okay, they're moving in. Here we go. Here. Damn. They're going hard.
Y agentes químicos que incluyen balas de plástico, la vivienda, el uso de estos dispositivos podría provocar lesiones graves. La sección
Yeah, so we're basically with the press, and you can see they're moving. So they're moving tactical in Los Angeles. So whatever Trump told Newsom, whatever Trump told Mayor Karen Bass, they've taken it into consideration because they are moving forward and toward this group, and they're running them out. They are literally every 5 minutes they're just running them out. It's just crazy. I mean, look at the sounds of this. This is on American soil. Look how chaotic things are on American soil. You don't think, the country is falling apart from within. An American male by the name of Donald J. Trump loves America, wants America to be America, wants America for Americans, wants us to stay out of wars. And now you see the outside of the you see the outside working inside. See, other countries have now come in. You see other countries' flags. You see a lot of people are saying China's behind this. China is behind this because of the open borders. And throughout the last 4 or 5 years, China was able to basically implement all these individuals or fund these NGOs, or, so a lot of, again, this is what it looks like, the within moment. Within. That's why I keep telling people, you keep thinking your enemy is on the outside, or your enemy is trying to, your enemy is trying to come in. No, your enemy's already here. You know what I mean? Your enemy is already here. Your enemy is here already. They're American. A lot of them are American. A lot of them have been implemented to legitimately hate America, to the point they hate themselves so much that they let in people. They let in people that they didn't even vet individuals. You know how many people, all those videos for the last 4 years that we saw of people coming across the border that were not vetted? So the enemy is, this is what it looks like. Nationwide protest of individuals that hate themselves. So look at that. Look at all these people. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is a crazy scenery.
And they have them kettled in the intersection. I told you they didn't have much much of an escape route.
I am Deputy City. Deputy.
Yeah, they're moving in now. All right, here's another thing. Here's another thing I'll say. The sleeper cells part, as much as I don't like Laura Loomer, or I might not agree with her on a lot of things, I do agree with the fact that, unfortunately, and this is why I'm strapped up. I am strapped up. I'm so happy I live in Texas now. I'm so happy I got my family away from me. I still got some family in New York. Yeah, this is live right now from Los Angeles. The National Guard. I think this is just LAPD. I keep saying National Guard, just LAPD. LAPD has issued an unlawful assembly. So that means for anybody on the ground right now protesting, they're out of here. They're getting up out of here. So we're covering that. But yeah, I'm just saying, this sleeper cells thing is real, and we've been talking about it on this channel for a very long time. And maybe you guys may want to comment right now if you guys have been watching this channel for a long time. We've been covering this since the border crisis happening. Somebody said it's just a lot of white liberals out there. I think it's a mixture. It's a mixture of just liberalism and progressivism. I'm not going to lie to you. But there are a lot of, again, self-hating individuals. In this case, happen to be white folks. The white self-hating side. I don't want to talk about that. My point being, I keep getting distracted. Your guys' comments are flying, and I keep reading all of them. So a lot of you guys been watching this. So we've been talking about this attack that eventually will happen. And it's going to be bad. There was this prophet. I forgot his name, the bald white prophet. He's a prophet, and he's been basically predicting this stuff for a long time. And he spoke about, a possible attack happening, or a possible assassination attempt again happening on Trump. So if you think that this is nothing, if you think that this is huge or this is big, unfortunately, not gonna lie to you guys, this is just the beginning of what America is going to look like for the next 4 years, for the next 3.5, 4 or 5 years. And Brandon, that's his name, Brandon Biggs. Yeah, they've been talking about stuff like this. I remember of them, speaking like this. So it's wild, man. It's thank you so much. Appreciate you. Come here, Gigi. So, I, like many of you, and I'm not sure. Yeah, the parade was badass, man. There was a lot of proud military men and women out there. That joint made me emotional, man. I was just like, man, look at all these military men and women that look unbelievably happy with themselves, that they made the best decision for them in their lives. So, yeah, I thought the military parade was dope. Like it was dope, man. Like that joint was dope. They came out with a whole bunch of, and I'm gonna be honest with you. What one thing that military parade? I was talking to one of my friends about this military parade. He was just like, man, no one stands a chance against the United States of America. Because a lot of leftists were like, this is a showing of weakness that Trump is doing by having a military parade is a show of weakness. And I said, brother, have you seen what we have? Do you see the technology? Do you see the tank? Do you see what we would destroy any country in the world if we wanted to? No country stands a chance. And a lot of people were like, Russia is the only country that stands a chance against the United States. No country can mess with the United States of America. And I thought that this is one of the greatest shows of strength that you can possibly think about. So, yeah. Somebody said, are you legal? Again, that's the type of question that you would ask me because you're trying to rage bait me, and I'm not stupid. Am I legal? Well, are you legal? I would ask you. I wouldn't be able to vote. I wouldn't be able to buy a house. I really wouldn't be able to have the things I have if I was an illegal. So that's where you guys get messed up at. It's like, that's the dark side of being a right winger and white. It's like you start to really start getting disrespectful. I really never, ever crossed that line with anybody. That's why I don't buy into the nonsense that, it's just illegal migrants. No, brother. The white progressive is your worst enemy, just like the right extremist is your worst enemy for the people in the middle. But you can ask me that question, but I think of myself as an American. You might think of every Hispanic person as illegal or immigrant. I, unfortunately for you, my family has been here for generations, putting in work and doing what we got to do. So yeah, man, the extremist right winger is a very dangerous individual, just like the extremist left winger it is, if you ever want common sense and common ground. And the saddest part about that is that the extremist right winger is usually Christian, or they usually claim to be Christian when they ask me stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's hilarious, man. I just laugh. Thank you. We got a $50 donation, man. We got a $50 donation. I deal with both sides. I really do. A lot of people ask me, how do you deal with it? The same way I deal with Hispanics being racist too. Hispanics are the most racist people I know. You think white people are racist. Man, Hispanics are unbelievably racist. I mean, imagine Hispanics asking black people to go out there and vote for them. Hispanics are so racist against black people. It's not even funny. Like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Hispanics, and not all Hispanics, just like not all white people, but there's just to admit that, man, I'm be honest. I could tell you from firsthand experience, man, so yeah, I think that there's extremists on all sides. That's just my opinion. I agree. I've met some amazing white people. I met some amazing everything, every race, so yeah, I don't really trip out on stuff like that, but I'm always very honest about what I see. Soros and Tifa are involved in this along with the illegals. I'm just saying legal. I'm just saying. First of all, you didn't even spell legal right when you said it, but now you're sending $25. I don't know, bro. You guys are confused. All right, so let's get another update here. Yeah, so again, back to the attack on the United States of America that a lot of people are awaiting. Are you guys prepared? That's the biggest question. Are you prepared for an attack on American soil? Now, we pray on this channel that never happens. We really, really, really pray that never happens. But unfortunately, bro, we've let in so many people here. And I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, so let me see what updates I got. Okay, we got some updates here. Israel and Iran going at it still. That's going to be very, very interesting. Got some ass whippings out there that have taken place. Have you guys heard of this story of the the Democrat Melissa Hortman that was shot? She was breaking down in tears after siding with Republicans on healthcare access, and apparently she had voted for no healthcare access for illegal immigrants, only for Americans. And I guess that made the guy by the name of, let me make sure I get his name right, because there is so much coming out from this guy. What is this guy's name? His name is Vance Bolter. Vance Bolter was the guy that did the murder, and he happens to be a Democrat. Okay, so apparently we have an update. Yeah, show. So I don't know how many likes we got, but yeah, I would truly appreciate you guys for smashing the like button. That would be very, very nice. Oh, look at these. Oh, they're moving in. They are ready.
But this is just really isolated to, a few agitators that are wanting to make a scene, and that you guys are handling it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. This is about a 1 square mile area. It's been the same area every night. The target seems to be that federal complex right adjacent to the 101 freeway. And just so the viewers know, we have handled other protests, not only this week, but throughout today. In other parts of LA County, we're monitoring other protests in adjacent counties. To date, and that could change as it gets dark, almost all of them have been peaceful, which is what we want to see. That is what gives that strong or gets that strong message across.
You know what, man? I'm sick of every news network that I turn to being super hyper liberal. All right, so we have an update from what's been going on in Israel and Iran.
Iran began firing more missiles into Israel moments ago. Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst is live from Tel Aviv with more on that. Trey.
Yeah, John, we have some video captured by our cameraman, Yaniv Turgeman. Off in the skyline, we could see these incoming ballistic missiles. They appeared as if they were headed toward the port city of Haifa in northern Israel. The entirety of the country has gotten an alert to head into bomb shelters. This is still an ongoing event, but you can see this video here just captured by Fox News as these missiles were streaming through.
Oh, that is insane, man. Look at this. Now, this is all mostly they were intercepted by the Iron Dome. Oh, bro, what is going on? Man, we got to pray. We have to pray, man. We have to pray.
Of Israel. We do know some of them were intercepted. We could hear some distant booms as some of the advanced missile defense systems were engaging these incoming ballistic missiles. But this is an indication that the Iranians have now launched a fifth wave over the past 24 hours, targeting different parts of Israel. We don't know yet how many of these missiles actually landed and hit targets, but we can tell you this is a significant attack for all of them to come at one time. Certainly, we could see from our vantage point more than 15 of them all flying through the skies of Tel Aviv. And again, this was in the distance because if you go along the coast from Tel Aviv north along the Mediterranean, you'll get to the port city of Haifa. And it does appear that was the city that was targeted. You saw earlier today those images from the aftermath of a ballistic missile strike in central Israel, completely destroying an entire block in a neighborhood, killing 2 people and injuring dozens of others. These are very significant and powerful missiles that the Iranians are using. And reports right now indicate that the Israelis are.
Yeah, that's insane. That is what's going on in Israel. I wanted to update you guys there. That's not good. Not good at all. End times. Definitely feels like end times.
And and LAPD. So just again, a word of the wise to the people out there who are refusing to disperse after an unlawful assembly was called. High likelihood you're going to be arrested. We have the resources in place. And honestly, it's going to ruin your night because you're going to get booked. When you get booked, you know.
Yeah, he's basically warning them, don't get arrested. You're going to have a bad night. You're going to be in there for some time. It's going to ruin your night. So, again, Los Angeles seems to be the most aggressive. Ooh, I got $100 donation, man. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate you, man. To help with your cause, bro. Appreciate you, brother. You guys don't have to donate. I do, but I do appreciate the donations. Appreciate you guys a lot. Only an idiot. Thank you for the $100 donation. That does mean the world to me. Only an idiot would ask if you're illegal, but don't think badly about white Christians. I am with you, but nah. No, I mean, I'm just talking about the extremists, bro. You know, there's extremists on both sides. You know, for every Nick Fuentes, there is a Dr. Umar. For every Cenk Uyghur, there is a Stephen A. Smith. I don't know. There's comparisons of little less extreme, more or less extreme on what people and what they believe in. But again, I'm very understandable. I love debate. I don't back down from a conversation, you know, so I understand where it's coming from, whether I agree with it or I disagree with it. I don't mind people saying stuff like that. Maybe other people do, but I'm just not very sensitive to that because I receive so much information on a daily basis that I disagree with already. So yeah, that's how I know I agree on something or I don't, because I listen to all sides. I try to, at least, to be very fair. Somebody's in Seattle, Washington. What's going on in Seattle, Washington? White extremists are not even hold any type of power. White leftists, yeah, I would agree. I would actually agree with you. White extreme, the white power structure is actually on the left. So I don't disagree with you. But they're screaming that they're screaming something else. So I don't know. It's very interesting.
It's a very peaceful.
Oh, somebody got hurt, man. What happened?
By people at the No Kings March.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just saw someone being taken away. It looks like that they were being helped by law enforcement. Couldn't make out who they were.
No,
but
and
they were limping.
And you see here on first and second, just up first and second. I know Mark Lou's at the desk, keeping an eye on things as well. As you take a look at this video here, someone seemingly hurt, maybe a rolled ankle or such. At least that's what it kind of looked like from our perspective. Obviously, Mark, we've seen, just in the last hour, really, the emphasis by law enforcement of getting in there and pushing the crowds out. And it really seems like they have an upper hand on this, and in terms of getting folks dispersed. To just the sheer number of sheriff's deputies and officers is a lot right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So there's a couple of things that have come up in the last about 40 minutes or so. I've been listening to the radio traffic here, the unified command between LAPD and the LA County Sheriff's Department, and also that great interview with Sheriff Luna. So they have determined that the exit route for all protesters will now be to the south. They will no longer be pushing people to the west or to the east. The primary exit route for all protesters is to go to the south. The second thing, to your point, Gio, is we have seen a general dispersal of protesters to the south, to the west, and that's good news, except for the fact.
Okay. Again, as the night goes on, ladies and gentlemen, as the night goes on, things will eventually get crazy. As somebody there, I think there was an officer that was hurt. It's not that hot in Texas lately. You know what? It's been raining a lot. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been a lot of thunder and lightning. I will tell you this. The other day, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. The room was shaking from the loud thunder. That joint literally, yeah, that's what it was, and that's what it's been. The protests, they're non-existent in Texas. They're non-existent. They don't really exist here. There's really not much going on out here. Somebody said the moment you condone breaking the law, you lost me. That's fine. I don't know if that's a you're throwing something at me. I don't really care what you think. I never sat here and said that I condone breaking the law. So I don't know. I don't know if that's something you're telling me or not. Texas is just heating up. No. Yeah, listen, trust me. I know it's gonna get hot. I'm not even asking for it. I'm actually enjoying the weather. I've been to Texas before plenty of times, and it has been extremely hot when I've been here, to the moment where I can breathe. So trust me, it gets like that. Ship them all back. My brother lives just outside of Fort Worth. Yeah, I'm in South Houston. That sounds like it's North Houston, which will probably get more sun if I'm not mistaken. Donna, thank you so much for your $19 donation, $20 donation. Appreciate you so much. Everyone needs to pray. Keep up the good work, Lou. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see. Lou, what is my take on the Israel-Iran war? I'm not a fan of Israel. I'm not a fan of Iran. I don't really care, but I am very well informed on what's been going on. And eventually, I believe the United States will end up getting involved. So it's going to be very interesting where we go, but I'm not a fan of either or. I think Israel has been baiting the United States to do it. So yeah. Lou, insecurities are showing. Lou, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Pray for peace. I don't know if you've looked around, but the country seems to be falling apart. There's been protests, there's been killings, there's been, I don't know where if you've been living under a rock, but there's been a lot of division within. All hell's breaking loose. So I would pray for peace. Pray for peace. Pray for Jesus and to come into the lives of the many of those who he is not in the lives of. We got cops running down. I wonder why they're running. Interesting. Let's see what they got going on.
I mean, crowds really started to dissipate. Now, granted, on the one hand, those are weeknights, those are school nights, work nights, etc. As you take a live look there on the left side of your screen, another row or collection of LAPD officers moving seemingly toward that crowd. This is the largest congregation that we are keeping an eye on at the moment, it seems, with the number of flags and banners. So then on the other hand, it comes to the point of seeing
they're running to the crowd
to a weekend, because we know certainly people have more time. It's a Saturday night as opposed to a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, Thursday night. So there's that on top of the fact that we've seen such an outward push by LAPD, by sheriff's deputies, by law enforcement here in downtown with vehicles as well. I mean, it's not just officers in their tactical gear. It is vehicles directly behind them. It's the mounted unit as well. I mean, there has been no shortage of officers pushing these crowds out and using those less than lethals.
Okay, so we got a nice standoff happening. Let's see where that goes. Patriot Chet. Patriot Chet's been a part of the community for a very long time. Member for 6 months. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. That means the world to me. I'm happy to be doing these live streams again with you all. It really does mean the world that you guys are here. You guys could be anybody else's live stream. There's a lot of live streams happening, so I do appreciate y'all. All right, so they're moving in. Oh shit! All right, here we go.
See another group of LAPD officers start to have some pep in their step and move toward. Looks like the crowd. I'm trying to get a marker there, but
here we go. I sent you a super chat backing your views and you disrespecting me. You read it wrong. I apologize, man. I apologize for that if I read it wrong. I kind of don't even remember what I read. This thing is moving pretty fast, but if I disrespected you, I apologize, brother. That is not what I meant or meant to disrespect.
Now in unified command with CHP as well as the Sheriff's Department, all working together right now. LAPD, the lead agency on this, but take a look. You can just make out all the media, and then you have just like an army of LAPD officers. And in front of them, there are still some of these protesters who have decided to linger around. You can see many of the people on the front lines here holding up signs. And pushing back as LAPD and officials are pushing forward.
Yeah, and even though you're not seeing, based on this camera view right now, these protesters really engaging with officers in the sense of throwing things at them, Joy, it is worth mentioning again, this unlawful assembly has been declared, so these folks are being told to leave right now. Your first...
Yeah, to leave right now. I do want to say this, though. As far as, you know, the No King's Day being a protest against Trump's military parade, guys, I still get chills every time I think about this military parade that I was watching. It has nothing to do with Trump. It had nothing to do with his ego. This dude was out there celebrating the military. Excuse me. He was out there celebrating the military, celebrating veterans. Had nothing to do with politics. South Korea's in the building. Hello, Leonard. Appreciate you, man. And I do have some clips of even ABC. ABC was happy about the parade. MSNBC was happy with the parade. They were like, man, this is a great thing for the United States of America. We should actually have a military parade every 4 or 5 years. Every 4 years, it's that somebody gets inaugurated, we should have a parade. So, yeah, man. You know, this is after the military parade out there in Washington, D.C. Look, this is in D.C. Look at that. Look at that. Military. The military. This has nothing to do with politics. These are the people that put their lives at risk for us in the front lines. When the time comes, come on, man. That's amazing. Whether you're right or left, I think you should be celebrating that. But guess what? It's the big orange bad man that did it. So we can't agree with it. We can't like it. You know, I'm starting to think that's why a lot of people have turned gay. They noticed that Trump loves women, and they said, you know what? I hate Trump so much, I'm going to turn gay. That's what I've gathered. I think a lot of people, I think that's what's going on. Yeah, they said, you know, I hate Trump so much. He likes women. I'm just going to like guys now. And that's why you see a lot of soy boys, man. I'm telling you, bro, it's starting to all make sense. It really is starting to all make sense to me. It's crazy, right? It's America for you. America's going bananas, dog. I don't know what's going on.
Day of
What was that? You know, every time they sing the Star Spangled Banner, you know, most of us take off our hats. We put our hats on our heart, we put our, you know, right over our, you know, chest. And this dude, he's flat out doing this. Trump does this. Like, he salutes the military every other second when he's up there. I'm like, you know, Trump, you don't have to do that, but you do it anyways, you know? So the guy loves the United States. He loves the military. He loves America. And that's undeniable. He does. It just does. And I guess that kills people. It kills people inside. It really bothers them. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. Let me see. I ran into some girls live. I ran into her live stream. I don't know who this is.
China, all of that, it originates here in Colombia. They start here and then they walk up. And then there's a lot of non-governmental organizations.
Okay, so we just ran into this girl's live streams. Doesn't have that many subscribers. I want to do something nice with my people. Her name is Mariah Sincere. I think we should go to her live stream and we should say hello. She doesn't have much. She has 20 people watching. I think we should go over there. And before I get off of here, I think we should do something nice. She's over there. She's talking about supporting Trump, supporting the raids. Let me see.
Which I don't understand is, to a lot of people, it ain't nothing to sell their sons and daughters. And they feel like they doing what they have to do. As someone who's Mexican Native American, all my Mexican friends voted for Trump. A lot of my friends who are illegal also like Trump, to be honest. It's because of safety and conservative values, old school. Another thing, I grew up around Latinos. What y'all don't understand is that the majority of Latinos, even if they come to the United States and vote liberally,
Yeah, she's spitting, man. She's doing her thing. I'm gonna put a link to her YouTube. It popped up on my page. I don't know who this woman is. It popped up on my page. She's talking a good game. I kind of like her content. She doesn't have that many viewers. Her name is Mariah Sincere. I don't know. I kind of just ran into her, and yeah, if I can always help out a smaller creator, that would always be nice. So yeah, go check it. Go check out her stuff. I don't know who that is, but she's talking. I like what she's saying, man. I like what she's saying. Look at some of you guys. Thanks for your content. We got PYT Tootie. You about to get full. Lou, we got you. Lou sent me here. Hey, you guys are over there represent. You know, this is the type of power I like, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Somebody said you cannot find her. Lou sent me. Look at you guys representing in her comments. Oh, that's dope. She got 77 people now. Yeah, go check it out. Her name is Mariah Sincere. I'm trying to show her name. Oh, I see why you guys can't see her name. I know why you guys can't see her name. It's because I'm there. But here we go. This is how you spell it right here, guys. She had 109. You guys are doing your thing. You guys are going over there. This is her page right here. This is the power. Yo, this is nice. Nah, I don't want to date her, man. You guys are crazy. I just saw her. She's a smaller person, smaller channel, and I was once a smaller channel like this, and people gave me shout outs and people helped me along the way. So maybe she's developing a new audience. I don't know, but I remember being a smaller creator with 100 views. So yeah. Is she saying anything?
People in the chat. I never had what's going on here. Hold on. Now, hold on. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up in the chat.
You guys are doing great.
Y'all, and again, I'm speaking from a place of compassion because I understand. Again, I'm a person who left the United.
Oh man, you guys are rating her, bro. What is happening? You guys are dope. Look at you guys are making me so proud. You know, we got to start doing this more often where we just discover new talent and new voices for the community. You know, this is dope. You got look, she has 200 viewers now.
Hi, Andrew Blackwater. Also, Trump is Hi, Eddie. You about to get full in here. What happened? Hi, Mariah. Thank you for your content.
You guys got 300 people over there, bro.
LB Nation sent me what? Okay. Lou got you. We got you. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Lou. Thank y'all for the super chats. Hi, Amber Angels Truth. Jumping over here from Lou Valentinos. Thank you, Lou. Whoever you are. Thank you.
This is the best thing I've ever done. Oh, this is so dope. You guys are great.
Thank you, Lou. Whoever you are. I don't know how you found me. Thank you. Last time I heard of parents selling their kids was during the crack era. They do it before Trump cracked down on the border. They were doing it every single day on their way up here. Again, I'm not speaking out of my ass, y'all. I'm an American citizen right now living in Colombia.
How the hell do you spell algorithm?
Where the illegal immigration route starts. These people are doing crazy. And I'm not saying every illegal immigrant that ever came up the southern border.
Look at this. 337 people. Look at that. Yeah, if you guys want to like what she says, yeah, I didn't want to spell algorithm wrong. I kind of figured it was spelled like that. But yeah, shout out to you guys going over there, talking to her. Don't know much about her if I'm being honest, but yeah, if you guys like what you see, you guys can subscribe to her. If you don't, then that's all right. But I appreciate you guys.
LB, wow, thank y'all. I want to say hello to everybody, but I gotta keep going. Hi, Melinda Ritchie. I normally say hello to everybody, but honestly, I've never had this many people in the live. Thank y'all for coming. So I want to pull this up and then we're going to get into some videos. So a lot of people have an issue that during these,
all right, whatever. maybe you guys would like her. Maybe you guys won't. Like I said, I found her. I always wanted to do that. Okay, I got a video to do after this as well. Oh, hey, cool. So where are we? Where are we? All right, well, that was awesome. That was dope. That was refreshing. I've never done that before. And I don't know, and whether you like me or you don't, I don't know if there's been any other content creator on here, conservative voice, that has ever done that. I don't know. And I don't even have the most followers in the world, but I do have a room full of 3,500 people, and I love you all. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And I'm gonna call out a lot of these big content creators. Bro, go share your audiences, man. Show love to those who are grinding and trying to make it. Because I was once that guy. I was really struggling. I didn't know where I was going. And yeah, man, I don't know if they've ever done that, but I know I do. And I want to share some of my blessings with her, whether you guys like her or you don't, whether you agree with her on some things or you don't. I found her in the algorithm. I clicked it and I said, this is a small time creator. How dope would it be if we could get my audience to cross over and show some love? That would be dope. Asmongold has done it. Yeah, shout out to Asmongold. I love Asmongold. I watch him all the time. That dude is amazing. I like his content around. Matt Morse does it. Matt Morse is another great individual. I watch him all the time. Matt Morse, I'm a huge fan of him. Here's somebody that's been with me from the very beginning, Alicia Savage. Alicia has been here for a very long time with me. She's seen the growth. She's seen everything. So, all right. So we're going to be keeping track of everything that's going on, guys. MSNBC very surprised that the No Kings protest turned violent. I have a lot of updates for you guys. I'm going to turn them into videos. I do want to live stream a lot more. So tomorrow, or even if something happens, just know I will be live. So tomorrow we're going to try to do a live stream. There's a lot going on in the country. So definitely want to keep you guys updated. What the girl's name? I'm going to try to get it for you guys again. There's 400 people over there. You guys are doing great. Yeah, this is her right here. I'm gonna give you this one right here. This is her. I don't even know. Man, she does life coaching, travel guide. Again, I don't know if she's conservative or not. I just thought that what she was saying at the time was oh my God, you guys gave her 1,000 subscribers. 1.3K. Yo, you guys are crazy. Yo, that's dope, man. All right, I'm dropping her link. You guys can go drop her link. That is it right there. You guys can go click that. Yo, you guys did y'all thing, man. You know, and she's very disciplined, man. She's not getting phased. She got a little nervous. But she 100% is continuing her show. So she is not getting distracted. She is getting you the content. So shout out to her. She is doing her job. We got a lot of other people live. Anybody else watch JLR Investigates? This is another person that's really good at his job. Really good at his job. He has 9,200 people watching. This dude is doing his thing. He is doing his thing. So definitely want to be up there with these guys. These guys are motivating me to live stream. To live stream more. So shout out to these guys. These guys are doing great. JLR Investigates is really good. He really, really, really good. Matt Morse, really good. Liberal Hive Mind, really good. Black Conservative Perspective, my dear friend, really good. He doesn't do live streams though. He just does videos, but still really good too. Okay. So I'm going to go check out the Mariah girl one more time. Hopefully that you guys like her content. I don't know what she's even talking about. Let's see. We're gonna go in there one more time, and then I'm leaving.
And not providing our children with a quality education because they can't even understand what their teachers are saying because y'all don't want to do right by teachers. But in industries where we have genuine shortages, I do want them to allow people from other countries to come in and fill those shortages. But I also want them to pay those people a livable wage.
All right. I love y'all. I'm going to get over this. I will see you guys on the next one.